Boom! At the open, all-time high for the S&P 500.
It's your boy Jimmy. Jimmy.
Now what's worth doing is worth doing for money.
Straight from y'all street to Wall Street.
Anybody tells you money's the root of all evil doesn't make up happen.
Dudes wake up, hope their girl turned on so they can get a little bit. Only woman in the morning I wanna turn on this. Becky quick. While the average man looking at it's sad like she fine as it. I'm over here looking at tails and whips like 5'6". I left the mayhem for the market. Now I don't want a dope spot, I want a stop pick. I know that booty got dry, triggered my stop losses, but I ain't got time for your wop. My V-wops crossing. Rich with hot V's and pushing hot strategy and plans to make grand. Still in my wife beater, Batman pajamas, house slides, and about 5 hot picks for the day. Cause I like the way the Dow bounce. 4 hot dips on call, so I got options. 2 with a lot of volume, 1 with a double bottle. Now I know dumb money don't understand. Am I talking about my trade or just thinking with my MACD? You see, we different in the way we move. You move with kittens and your dog, I move with bears and bulls. I got a green thumb, grow with the marijuana. Waking up with the fun, some commas. Jump out of bed, big profits. Eat my bacon and eggs, big profits. Light up, watching them candles, profits. While I'm still in my sand, making profits. They used to watch me move them packs and die. Now I watch moves in the NASDAQ profits. Used to run from the ATF and them cops. Now I run down ETL, make profits. I jump out of bed, make profits. Eat my bacon and eggs, make profits. Light up, watching them candles, profits. While I'm still in my sand, making profits. Yeah. See, me and Jim Cramer been talking mad money. Said today I'm taking a risk. They got the feds coming, but I got support here with me. I call a short squeeze. You get the drop, pull the trigger, and abort these. If she stay on my watch list, I might have to wife her. But I know better. I'm a true trading group lifer. Call up the Wolf of Weed Street. It's time to flip some profits. Go ahead, be hawking. Get your spot here. I'll double top that in the head and shoulders. Hit him up with this resistance. Watch him roll over. Cause I see John Wicks in contract. If I say I make $1 million a day, well, that's a large cap. You moving average, that's why you get crossed. Get split, get delisted, and knocked off. And I'm setting the whole block off. I'm buying GameStop and selling them roadblocks off. Jump out of bed, make profits. Eat my bacon and eggs, make profits. Light up, watching them gain, make profits. While I'm still in my sand, making profits. They used to watch me move them packs. Now I watch moves in the NASDAQ. Used to run from the ATF and them cops. Now I run down ETF. Hey, my family. Hey, go, what we doing, my man? And make profits. Hey, Shug, Mike, what we doing? And make profits. Yo, Wolf, Professor, what we doing? And make profits. That TTG money gang. And making profits. We some snipers.
Hey, yo, what's up, everybody? What's going on, folks? Welcome to the True Trading Group live stream. We got one hell of a stream in store for you guys here today. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hold on one second. All right. Hope you guys all had a fantastic, wonderful weekend, but are ready to get down to business because we've got earnings. Okay, we've got earnings coming up. It's going to be a really big week. The markets are continuing this bear market rally that you've been seeing for the last couple of weeks. You got big bank earnings, JP Morgan, Citigroup, Wells Fargo. They came out on Friday. They weren't too shabby. Matter of fact, JP Morgan's were actually fantastic. That stock traded much higher to the upside. The overall market took a little bit of a breather, but they're still hanging in there. Futures markets are trading to the upside right now by about 20 basis points. We're up about 0.2% right now on futures as we're rolling into what is going to be a very, very, very important couple of days of earnings because we are about to get earnings from some of the smaller regional banks. Now, yes, we got JP Morgan. Sure, we got Citigroup. Sure, we got Wells Fargo. But those banks were never in question. Nobody really thought that those banks were going to be in any type of trouble. It's the smaller regional banks that everybody was concerned about. It's the First Republics of the world, the PacWests, right? The Western Alliance. These are the companies that people were concerned about. Zion, another one. We're going to start to get some of the smaller regional banks that are coming out to earnings here the next couple of days, right? So are we truly past that banking crisis that the market certainly seems to believe that we are as the markets have continued to move to the upside? So we're going to talk about what to expect from those earnings. You also have Tesla, you got Netflix, you have a whole long list of companies that are coming out with earnings. The next 2 weeks are going to be all about earnings, 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 earnings. You don't have too much economic data this week, which is a good thing. This way the markets can just focus solely on your earnings numbers that are going to be coming out here this week. Got some big names coming out. We'll talk about it. And then May 3rd is the Fed meeting. Okay, so are we going to be getting another 25 basis point hike, or is the Fed going to take a pause? Right now, the markets are priced in a 90% likelihood of a 25 basis point hike, but we've got to talk about earnings first. We'll talk about the hike as we get closer to that actual Fed meeting, but the next 2 weeks are going to be all about earnings, earnings, earnings. I also have a list of stocks that I'm focusing on this week, where I plan on making money, the stocks that are on the top of my watch list, where I'm going to be buying them, where I'm going to be shorting them. You're going to want to pay attention to this list because I've done this now for you guys for the last 2 consecutive weeks, and we have been hitting on this watch list now for the last couple of weeks with some huge trades, some triple-digit gains for members inside True Trading Group directly from these watch lists. So we're going to go over that here today and let you guys know exactly how I plan on making money this week. So welcome to the True Trading Group live stream, folks. My name is Michael Edward, former award-winning hedge fund trader, but now the current head trader and co-founder of True Trading Group. We are the fastest growing and highest rated premium online education platform that's available today. So if you're ready to learn, trade, and profit for real, you folks have come to the right place. 6 nights a week, Sunday through Friday, we go live, totally free, right here on this YouTube channel, where myself, other TC Pro Trader mods, and special guests drop golden nuggets, give you free lessons, education, trade ideas, and analysis that can help you become better traders immediately. So take a moment, smash the like button, subscribe to our channel, turn on your notifications. Make sure you guys never miss out on any one of these live streams. Okay, we got an incredible live stream in store for you guys here tonight. Like I said, I've prepared a 6-page report on this week's weekly outlook, including not just the SPY analysis. I'll tell you exactly what I think the SPY is going to do, but I'm also going to give you the 5 stocks that are on my watch list, how I plan on trading them. And of course, like I said, we have included the analysis for the S&P 500 and for the SPY this week. In addition, I have a full list of the companies that are going to be reporting earnings this week. We're going to talk about that. Before we get started, I do want to thank our partners at Benzinga. So for those that don't know, Benzinga offers their own educational products and tools, yet they still fully endorse the TeachD platform for the massive added value that it provides for their members and their community. We're grateful to Benzinga for the opportunity to further educate their community and to offer the Benzinga Pro newsfeed and Squawk, which is worth over $1,000 on its own. We offer that to True Trading Group members free. It's included in your membership. You don't have to pay anything extra for it. So folks, if you are here from Benzinga, you were all in the right place. We got a lot of new people that are on this live stream here tonight. For those that are brand new, have no idea who I am, what TTG is, or how to access the private stream that you guys got your ticket for, let me explain briefly who I am and why you should care about anything that I have to say. Great question. What makes me different from just any other person that you just stumble across on YouTube? I did not figure this stuff out on my own, okay? I don't claim to have some special secret, equation or some special secret pattern indicator that no one knows about other than myself. I began my career working for a hedge fund in New York City. It's my first job right out of college. And when there, I had to go through a 3-month educational training program before they let me touch $1 of their money. Then 2008 happened. That was the Great Recession, the stock market crash, but also the same year that I received one of the firm's Trader of the Year awards. Now you fast forward, I'm the co-founder and the head trader of True Trading Group, and along with my team of 9 professional trading moderators and an over 30-person staff, we've helped thousands of people reach their goals of becoming profitable. We actually have members in over 100 different countries now. The TGD family and community spans all across the globe. We are the fastest growing and highest rated premium online community because we combine university level trading and investing courses, a simplified version of the 3-month educational program I went through at the fund. Those are the courses you're going to be getting access to. Okay. But we also give you guys access. We also give you premium stock market tools. We give you live workshops, individual mentorship, and we cover stocks, options, crypto, and futures. We also cover day trading and swing trading. Every day in True Trading Group, we're day trading and we're swing trading. We also do long-term investing as well. So there's something for everybody inside of True Trading Group. See, we take that university level curriculum, the simplified version of the educational program that I went through when I worked at the fund, and we combine that with today's top financial tools. These are tools that you need. They give you more information, allows you to make better decisions, increases your chances of success. The problem is that these tools are very expensive, right? They're going to cost you like $5,000 or $6,000 a year if you go to these companies directly. I know that's a lot of money. That is why we have worked very hard and have spent years building relationships with these companies so we can put those tools and products on our platform at no additional cost to you. So right there, it saves you around $5,000 to $6,000 a year, many of which you guys may use a lot of these tools already, from like TradingView, Quote Media, Trade Ideas, Benzinga, that's so much more. I can get into all that stuff for you guys later, but you get access to it when you guys join the TG family. It's on our platform at no additional cost to you. You also get our access to our members. The True Trading Group family and community is the most educated, helpful, supportive, and successful community of traders that you're ever going to find, flat out, plain and simple. Of course, you get all the real-time trade alerts from myself and the other professional trading mods that have been able to maintain a cumulative win rate amongst all of us as a group as a whole of just around 80% now going on the last 3 years. So like I said, take a moment, smash the like button, subscribe to our channel, turn on your notifications, make sure you guys never miss out on any of these live streams. For anyone or for everyone that registered for a free ticket for tonight's private stream, listen up, because what we have been doing on Sunday is allowing those that registered for your free ticket to access a private chat while the stream is going on. You guys can think of it like a private watch party. So you guys can ask questions and talk to our other pro trading mods, interact with other TC members in a more intimate way during the stream. So everyone that got their free ticket, good news and bad news. Good news is the stream will remain public tonight and we can all enjoy it here. And next week, you will all be invited to a private workshop as well. So congrats. But the bad news tonight's private chat stream will have to be postponed because my partner, Adam, who is running it, has had a family emergency and can't be on tonight. Okay, so this is actually just coming in. This is just coming into me actually right now. All right, I'm just seeing this now. So yeah, guys. All right, so our private chat stream is going to be postponed here. I'm the co-founder of True Trading Group. Like I said, there's my partner Adam. We call him Shug in True Trading Group. You guys may have seen him on these live streams, but he was the one that was hosting and running that private stream. but he's had a family emergency and is not going to be able to do it tonight. Okay, so I just wanted to give you guys that quick little update. I was just getting this information right now live as we're coming across to you guys. So unfortunately, that private stream will be postponed. We'll do something real special for everyone that did get one of those tickets. If you did get one of those tickets, it's a free ticket, but the spots were limited. If you did get one, we'll do something real special for you. You're automatically invited to our private stream next Sunday, and we'll do a special workshop for those that did get one of those tickets. Okay, so we will take care of you guys, and we will postpone that. All right, so let's roll things over. All right, let's roll things over, and let's get into the stream here this evening. I'm going to take a quick little sip of water, and then we're going to dive in with everything that we've got going on for this week. Okay. All right, guys. So this is going to be a big week. It's going to be a big week mostly because you're going to get some of those smaller regional bank earnings. Okay, like Monday, you get HDFC Bank, you get Charles Schwab, you get State Street Bank, you get M&T Bank, you get Pinnacle Financial Partners, you get Service First Bank Shares, you get FB Financial, you get Cross First Bank Shares, CNB Financial, Guarantee Bank Shares, Norwood Financial. I mean, this is just a handful of the companies that are going to be reporting earnings. That's just tomorrow. That's literally just tomorrow. Tuesday, you get Bank of America, you get Goldman Sachs, Johnson & Johnson, Netflix, Lockheed Martin, Intuitive Surgical, Bank of New York Mellon, United Airlines, Interactive Brokers, Western Alliance. That was one of the banks that everyone thought was in trouble, Western Alliance. That is also on Tuesday. United Community Banks, Fulton Financial, that's on Tuesday. So you guys get the point here. All of these smaller banks, these are the banks that had the deposit withdrawals. These are the banks that experienced the bank run. These are the banks that everybody thought was in trouble that might go under, similar to what happened to Silicon Valley, right? That's what everybody was afraid of. That was what we were going to see. Another example where some of these smaller banks were going to go under like Silicon Valley, but now we're going to actually get to hear what they have to say about earnings. The big banks are totally different. The big banks have a totally different problem than the smaller banks. The big banks' problem is they've seen a massive influx in deposits from the money that's left the smaller banks. That for them, that's a whole nother problem for them because they got to pay interest on this money as interest rates rise. Okay, and the more money that they take in, the more net interest expense that they have to incur, and their net interest margins can start to get compressed. That's why actually JP Morgan stock went up so much, because they actually did much better in that category than people were expecting, with the billions and billions and tens of billions of dollars of influx in deposits that JP Morgan saw, which was money that was leaving smaller banks and going into the bigger, more safer banks. Okay. The smaller banks, though, that's a totally different problem. The smaller banks don't have that issue. The issue the smaller banks have is going to be based on liquidity. How much money left those banks and has it returned? And if the money leaves the bank, what that now means is they can't lend as much money if they don't have the deposits in order to lend the money. That's how banks make money. They take your money, we're going to keep this safe, but they lend it out to other people in the form of various loans, whether it's a mortgage, a small business, a car loan, whatever it is, a small business loan, whatever it is. They lend that money out, they charge interest on that loan, and then they collect the money back on the interest payments. If the smaller banks have lost a huge chunk of their deposits and they've not gotten those deposits back, their lending going forward is going to be impacted, which means their ability to make money going forward is going to be impacted. So what we want to hear from these smaller banks is, how bad was your bank run? How many deposits left your bank? And what are you expecting going forward for the next quarter and for the rest of the year? Don't be so concerned necessarily with the earnings themselves, because we've only had about 2 to 3 weeks of an impact from the Silicon Valley Bank crisis, because that happened in the second week of March. The Q1 earnings is January, February, and March. So you really only had 2 weeks, right? 2 to 3 weeks of an impact in their earnings. What I want to know is, what do you expect from the next quarter? What about for the rest of the year? That's what I want to hear. And you may get a situation where you get a mixed bag of earnings. I talked about this last week going into the JP Morgan, Citigroup, and Wells Fargo earnings on Friday. You may get a mixed bag. Some stocks are going to do well. Some banks do well. Some banks do poorly because some banks did not have the same deposit withdrawals. Others suffered immensely, like a First Republic. Really interested to see what First Republic has to say, because First Republic, that was the bank that everybody thought was in real serious trouble. That's why this week is going to be so important, because this week is going to start to tell us, can we put all of this banking crisis stuff behind us? The market's already put it behind it, right? If you take a look at the SPY, we are significantly higher than where we were during the Silicon Valley Bank crisis. This is the Silicon Valley Bank crisis. This is where we are now. We are significantly higher from where we were before and during and after we found out that Silicon Valley Bank went out of business. Significantly higher. We were at 400 when that happened. Now we're at 413 on the SPY. So the market has already put the banking crisis behind us with the assumption that we avoided another domino. We're going to get that confirmation in the next couple of days. Because in this earnings report and in the guidance going forward and the comments from the CFO and CEOs of these banks, the skeletons will come out of the closet. The red flags will start to wave, if there are any. I don't know if there are. I'm not coming on here telling you, hey, get ready. These banks there's going to be a huge red flag here in these earnings. I have no idea what these earnings are going to be. And anybody that tells you otherwise is completely full of crap. The only people that know what these earnings are going to be are the CEO and CFO and the top managers of these banks themselves. Nobody else knows. And the Federal Reserve, because the Federal Reserve has real-time data day by day of all of the deposits and all the banks in the United States. Okay, so they already know. But we don't. So we're going to get to see that, and I'm going to trade the market based off how the bank earnings go. I might not even trade some of the individual smaller banks, but what I will use is, do the individual smaller banks do well and much better than expected? Great. Let's try to be long the market. Do the individual smaller banks start to wave red flags? And does it look like maybe 1, 2, 3 of these banks still have a serious solvency issue, or liquidity issue, rather, not solvency, liquidity issue that would cause, possibly a bank collapse in the next couple of weeks or next couple of months? If that's the case, then you got to start to try to be short the markets, because that fear will come right back to the forefront of investors' minds. Well, because right now it's behind us. So you want to make sure it doesn't rear its ugly head again. Now, in case you guys were sleeping over the last week, we got a very important piece of data that came out last week called the Fed minutes. The Fed minutes, if you don't know what those are, this is the first time that I've ever seen this happen before, literally. The Fed minutes are the notes from the previous Fed meeting. So we had a Fed meeting on March 22nd, right here. This day, right here, this was the Fed meeting, okay? So right here was your Fed meeting, okay? Now we just got the minutes from that meeting last week. So right here, we found out what everyone was talking about during the meeting that occurred on this day. Actually, it's a 2-day meeting. So the day prior and this day is when they made the announcement. And for the very first time that I can ever recall, the staff at the Federal Reserve is predicting a mild recession this year. Now, I've never seen a Fed staff predict a recession before. Now, I've been doing this for going on nearly 18 years. To be fair, we've only had 2 recessions during that time period. One was 08-09. And I had, during 08-09, I had only been really trading professionally for a couple of years. I had just graduated college. I was just started working at the hedge fund when 08 and 09 happened. So that was the last real recession that we've had. Then you had the COVID recession, which honestly, I don't even really count and consider that a real recession. It was the fastest recovery that we've ever seen. It was completely unprecedented. It wasn't it was a self-inflicted recession because we closed the economy. It wasn't because the economy itself went into a recession. We put the economy into a recession, so I don't necessarily count it really as a recession. So obviously, the Federal Reserve would not have predicted that recession. They did not predict the 08-09 recession either. As a matter of fact, very famously, Ben Bernanke, who was the Fed chairman during the 2008 crisis, told everybody that everything was fine and the subprime mortgage crisis was not systemic and there was no issue in the financial system. He said that months before the shit hit the fan and everything in the entire financial industry blew up from within. Okay, and that was less than a year to the entire system going under. That was when Bear Stearns, which was an investment bank at the time, a very, very big bank on Wall Street, actually went out of business. And he's, oh no, it's very isolated, it's not systemic. Wrong. It ended up being the global financial crisis, the worst financial crisis that we've ever had. So the Fed has never really predicted a recession like that before. This is the first time that's ever happened. Now, this shouldn't be anything new to anyone that watches my live streams, because for the last 6 to 8 months, I've been telling you that I think we're going to have a mild recession. That should not necessarily scare people. As a matter of fact, it should do the exact opposite. It should excite the ever-living crap out of you. Why should it excite the ever-living crap out of you? Most people did not have the wherewithal to invest during the 2020 crash because it happened way too fast. It happened so quickly. It was Armageddon. It was the zombie apocalypse. And people weren't necessarily worried about, oh, wait, hey, the stock market's crashing. Let me go and start buying stuff. Now, we in True Trading Group were, right? I was screaming from the rooftops in March and April of 2020 that I'm buying everything I can get my hands on. I actually called it the greatest investment opportunity of my lifetime. That is what I called the March and April crash of 2020. You guys don't have to take my word for it. You can just go back and watch the live streams that are on this YouTube channel from March and April of 2020 when I told everybody I'm buying. I bought everything I could get my hands on. It was the best buying opportunity that I've ever seen in my entire life. Okay. And that's the God's honest truth. Members that are on this live stream, if you've been following my live stream for a while, true or false? Did I not scream from the rooftops in 2020 that I am buying everything I get my hands on? I told everybody, this is a buying opportunity. Do not panic, buy. Members, you can just say true or false. If you guys have been watching this YouTube channel, if you're part of True Trading Group, you can just say true or false, because I know there's a lot of people in here that don't know who I am, and I don't expect those people just to take my word for it. There's a lot of people that are out there on social media and on YouTube that are completely full of crap, okay? But a lot of people didn't take advantage of 2020. 2020 is actually what pulled people into the market. They weren't already paying attention to the market, right? They weren't already paying attention. 2020 happened, GameStop went crazy, AMC went crazy, Dogecoin did this and all this crazy stuff, and that brought people into the market, but not enough. People came in too late. People came in too late, and the only thing that they knew was this. This is all that people knew. All people knew was 2021, when everything just goes up. And some of the stocks that people like, you got absolutely hosed on. You got destroyed. You take a look at the stocks that everybody told you to buy, destroyed, garbage, nonsense, Palantir, Rivian, NIO, Wish, Bed Bath & Beyond, Veru, like all of these stocks that everybody, Robinhood, right? Everybody told you these are going to be the best of the best. Go buy these stocks. If you own these stocks from 2021, you're down anywhere from 50 to 90% on your portfolio on those positions specifically. That's not where you necessarily want to be. The reason why you should be excited about what is going to be transpiring over the next couple of months, because I firmly do believe we're going to have a mild recession. I don't think it's going to be anything like it was in 2008 and 2009. I believe it's going to be a mild recession, but I think it's necessary in order to bring inflation back down to 2%. Consumer inflation, CPI, is extremely sticky. It's very annoying. Producer inflation, manufacturing inflation, that's the PPI number, that's coming down like a rock. 2.7 on your last PPI number from last week, but the CPI number, 5.0. That's apples and oranges. 2.7 and 5.0. You need that 5.0 number to come back to 2. And it's a pain in the ass to get it back to 2. That mild recession is needed to get inflation back to 2%. If we avoid a recession altogether, I will be absolutely shocked. I will be flabbergasted if we somehow pull off a soft landing with everything that I see. I do believe a mild recession is coming. I believe as you get deeper into the year, it's going to be here. Now, if that thought, and I'm sure I'm not the first person to tell you that, if that thought scares you, if the R word scares you, you need to start doing something about it now. Don't wait until the recession already is here. Do it now. Now, I've never seen a recession that was this forecasted, that was this anticipated. Everybody's talking about a recession. If you are not prepared for it, it's your own fault. Because you can go back to even last year, people were talking about a recession. Now here we are in April and we're still talking about this upcoming pending recession. I think it's going to be a mild recession. It might even end up being a rolling recession, which is something I talked about in my 2023 stock market outlook report that gets issued to all True Trading Group members, my yearly outlook report. Every year at the beginning of the year, I issue my report on what I think the market's going to do, what sectors I think are going to do the best, what stocks, that I'm looking to outperform the markets and everything like that. And I talked about this possibility of this rolling recession. A rolling recession is a recession that hits different parts of the economy at different times. So in a regular traditional recession, every sector of the economy gets hit all at the same time. In a rolling recession, you can have a situation where technology, financials and, other areas go into a retraction and go into a recession while you have, let's say, education, healthcare, and leisure and hospitality are actually still expanding and still growing. That's a very realistic possibility as the leisure and hospitality, healthcare, and education sectors play catch up from what happened during COVID. So you remember during COVID, all those other tech and financial, all those other sectors exploded while leisure and hospitality went to zero. So you have this massive imbalance in different areas of the economy. And you're seeing right now that you're still seeing growth in leisure and hospitality. You're still seeing it. There's still not enough waiters. There's still not enough hotel workers. There's still not enough people at casinos. There's still not enough in leisure and hospitality. But you're seeing mass layoffs in technology. While you still have leisure and hospitality can't find enough bodies to fill the open job positions they have. So this rolling recession possibility is very, very realistic. If you do get a rolling recession, that would also then feed into a mild recession. If you still have some areas of the economy that are growing while others are slowing, that would end up being a mild recession. And that would keep an unemployment rate relatively low. The unemployment rate right now, 3.5%. That's insanely low. That can't stay that way. It has to go up. It has to. Unfortunately, yes, some people are going to lose their jobs. You're going to go from 3.5 to 4.5, maybe a 5% unemployment rate. But over the last 2 decades, the average unemployment rate is around 5%. The average unemployment rate is not 3.5, 3.8, 3.7. It's not even 4. It's not even 4.5. It's 5%. Actually, I think it's like 5.1 or 5.2 is the average unemployment rate over the last 2 decades. So even if you get that bump up in the unemployment, you're just going back to normal or you're going back to like an average state. But yeah, unfortunately, that means some people are going to have to lose their job. You need to start doing something about it now, not wait until, if you're worried about that, if you're worried about actually losing your job, you need to do something about it now. Start learning a different skill set that can help you generate income. So God forbid that does happen, you're not sitting there with your back up against the wall. It's not here yet. But I believe it is coming, and it is on you to get yourself prepared for it. Learn how to make money when stocks go down, because in a recession, stocks go down. Okay, this bear market rally that we're experiencing right now, I believe it's going to end soon. You might have another week to 2 weeks of this little bear market rally, but I believe it's going to turn itself around. Sell in May and go away, I think is going to be very relevant this year. Okay. And I am looking to buy long dated put options in the SPY. I'm looking to buy like a January expiration put option, like a 400 strike, a 380 strike, because I believe that we're going to have a mild recession. If that's the case, we've got to move back to the downside. You've never had a situation in history, and this is all of history, where the stock market bottoms before a recession. It always bottoms during it, not before it, not after it. The stock market bottoms during a recession. So if you haven't had one yet, then you can't necessarily say that the bottom is in. If you believe the recession's going to be here, then that means the market's going to move back to the downside. So members of True Trading Group already know this. I've been talking to them about it ad nauseum over the last 2 weeks. Over the next week or so, I'm looking to be buying long-dated SPY put options. I'm going to hold them, intended probably 6 to 8 months. I'm probably going to hold on to these put options. But I'm going to be trading the hell out of this move to the downside in the meantime. I'm going to be shorting stocks. We're going to be buying put options on stocks as this starts to show its face as we get deeper into the year. The recession should not scare you. It should actually excite you because you'll learn how to make money in a down market. And when the dust settles, you're going to be left with the greatest wealth building opportunities of your lifetime. Every single recession leaves in its wake the best investment opportunities in your life. Every single one. It doesn't matter which recession you go back and take a look at. You go back, we've had like 13 recessions, I think, okay, in the US. And 13, I think it's about 13. You go back and look at every single one of them. What happened? The stock market went down. And when the recession was over, a new bull market followed where the markets went up for the next 7 to 10 years, sometimes even longer than that. Recessions just reset valuations. And in 2021, many of you paid insanely ridiculous, unimaginable, unfathomable, nonsensical valuations for stocks that some of them will never see those valuations ever again. Unfortunately, I'm sorry to break it to you. Some of the stocks that you bought in 2021 will never see those prices ever again. The good news is the recession resets valuations on some of the best companies in the world. Not the crap that everybody on Reddit told you to buy in 2021, but the next wave of unicorns, the next group of companies that are going to get you the 1,000, 2,000, 5,000, 10,000% gains over the next 7 to 10 years. Do you have any idea how much wealth was created for shareholders of Amazon, Alphabet, Microsoft, Apple over the last decade? Do you have any idea how much money people made if they just bought those stocks during 08, 09? Even if you just bought those stocks during 2020, the amount of wealth that you created for you and your family. Now, I don't think those grouping of stocks are going to be the next unicorns. I don't think Apple's not going to give you a 2,500% gain. What? It's going to go from a $3 trillion market cap. Where's it going to go? A $30 trillion market cap? A $50 trillion market cap? No. But the next wave of unicorn stocks, which is going to be in cloud computing, AI, semiconductors, cybersecurity, artificial intelligence, I already said artificial intelligence. These are the grouping of stocks that you have companies today that are growing at rapid paces, that are led by phenomenal management teams, that are in exploding industry, that will give you those 10 baggers over the next several years. They're out there. And you're about to get a recession that's going to give you those stocks at discounted prices. For once in your life, you're going to buy a stock at a discount to its true book valuation instead of paying 100 times more than what you should be. Like when Rivian first came out and never sold a single truck, car, never made a single dollar, but everybody loved the stock at 200 or 140, whatever the hell the stock came out at. Take a look at Rivian now. Are you kidding? This stock went to $180 a share, never made a dollar in profit. And everyone's like, oh, Rivian, buying it at 140. It's at $13. You're wasting your time, your energy, and your money, and you're missing out on the next wave of companies that is going to be the next unicorns. Members of True Trading Group, I have a specific question for you. Are you scared or are you excited about a recession coming? Answer the question. Literally answer it in chat. Are you scared or are you excited about the possibility of a recession? Now, anyone that's on this live stream that's not a member, I know we have a lot of non-members that are on this stream tonight. You pay attention to the comments that you see coming through chat. You tell me, how many people do you see here say that they're scared? You tell me how many people say they're scared versus how many people say they're excited. You want to know why they're not scared? Because every single one of these people know how to make money when the stocks go down. And they know they don't necessarily care what goes on with work or their job. If you have, I mean, obviously people care. That's, some people don't care. But the reason why they're not scared is because they have found a way to supplement their income, make money in the markets on a consistent basis. And then when the dust settles, they know that they're going to use that money and they're going to invest it in their long-term portfolio. And in the next 3, 5, 7, 10 years, they're going to look back and they're going to say, that was the best decision of my life. Because that's what people say when you look back during a recession, when all hell breaks loose and everyone's scared and they're running around with their hair on fire. It's the people that have a cool head, that know what to do, that know how to keep their emotions under control, that know the stock market's not going to zero. Those are the people that look back after the next bull market ensues and say, that was the smartest investment decision of my life. That's why they're excited. That's why they're not scared. I know there's a lot of people on here that are probably scared. And I'm telling you, I understand. I really do. I really do feel it. I don't necessarily care because as long as the stock market's open, I have a job. And that's a lot of the reason why a lot of these people don't care either. A lot of these people have actually gone on to become full-time traders. Guys, type the number 1 if you're a full-time trader and you're a member of True Trading Group. If you're a member of True Trading Group and now you're a full-time trader, just go ahead and type the number 1 in chat real quick. You want to talk about a recession-proof profession? As long as the stock market's open, we have a job. Right? And you can see it. Obviously, you're not going to, a lot. You can see how many people you see right now typing the number 1. These are full-time traders now with True Trading Group. That's what we all strive for, right? Isn't that the goal? That's what we strive for. That's why you're here. You're on this live stream because you want to learn how to make money in the market, plain and simple, right? You're not here to listen to me, talk about, I don't know, my car or stupid nonsense like that. You're here because you want to learn how to make money in the markets. You don't want to watch other people make money. You want to make money. And that's exactly what members of True Trading Group are doing. Guys, last question that I'll ask you, members of True Trading Group, type the $ in chat if you're making money and you're becoming better traders with True Trading Group. Go ahead and type the $ if you're making money with True Trading Group. Because I think it's important for people that are not members to actually see what's possible. I think it's important for you to see the mindset of members. Who's scared about a recession? Who's excited? Why could that be? Who's gone on to become a full-time trader? Who's actually making money? Just pay attention. Just count how many $ you see come through on this side of the screen. These are your peers. These aren't bots. These are members just like you that found True Trading Group the exact same way you did. That's one of these live streams. And yet now here they are telling you that I'm making money. I'm actually making money in this market. And that's why they're not scared. That's why they're not scared about a recession. And that's why you don't have to either. You just have to learn how to make money when stocks go down. In 2021, all you thought was stocks just only go up. A lot of people probably made a lot of money in 2021. You probably lost all of it since. Maybe even worse, you've gone red. I'm sure there's people that are on this live stream that are probably in that exact same situation. They're like, man, I was up like 50K. I was up 100K in 2021. And now you've lost all of it. And worse, you're red 20K. You're red 30K. You're even worse, right? I'm sure there's people on this live stream that's exactly the position that you're in right now. It doesn't have to be that way. Learn how to make money in the markets, whether stocks go up, down, sideways, left, right, upside down, inside out. I don't care. That's what you're going to learn as a member of True Trading Group. That's what we will teach you. You see it firsthand right here from all the people that type the $. How many people are on the live stream right now that are not members of True Trading Group? Do me a favor and type TTG. Type TTG if you are not a member of True Trading Group. Ed Terrell, I just caught your comment, says, I was forced to retire. TTG has been a lifesaver. That's incredible. That's absolutely incredible. If you're not a member, guys, do me a favor. Just type TTG inside the chat. I just want to see who's on here that's not a member. Don't be shy or anything. I know that maybe sounds tedious. You don't want to just type TTG for me just so I can see who here is not a member, just so we know who we're talking to. Let me see. We got Don, Short Crusher. I like the username Short Crusher. Dime Bag, Robert Barrett, JC, April, Sam, Carlos, Karen, Richard, Robbie, Tim, Ray, Michael, Carlos, Reggie, Hendog, James, Sanja, Brian D. Get Busy Drizzy. I like that username too. A. Baker. I like it, guys. Lori. Just got turned on to you. Don Shea, welcome, man. I'm not sure how. Maybe YouTube suggested it to you or if you saw it some other way. But Don, welcome to the live stream, man. Michael Clark, we got Mary, we got Johnny, we got Emmanuel. Laura, how are you? I'm sorry, Lara, not Laura. Lara. Just make sure I want to pronounce that correctly because I just saw the Lara. Referral, Don, awesome, man. Don, welcome. Was a referral. First time for Dimebag as well. Welcome. Yeah, we had a lot of first time viewers here tonight, guys. So listen, here's what I want to do. I have a really important. I know I kind of got into kind of a bigger picture thing there as we started the live stream, but what we're going to get into here today on this live stream is I'm going to give you my analysis for the SPY for this week, what I think is going to happen with earnings, and I'm going to give you guys 5 stocks that are on my watch list. I'm going to tell you exactly how I plan on trading them, which ones out of them I'm buying, which ones I'm shorting, where I plan on buying, where I plan on shorting. I'm going to give that entire game plan, how I plan on making money this week. You're definitely going to want to pay attention to this because the last 2 weeks since I've started kind of doing this and issuing these reports, the first week we were 4 for 5. The second week we were also 4 for 5. So 2 weeks in a row we were 4 for 5 on the watch list that I'm issuing to you on Sundays. Okay, the biggest one being Meta. Meta has been the biggest, one of the biggest. That was has been my biggest trade of the month, and actually I think is my biggest trade of the year. Actually, so far this year, Meta is my biggest trade of the year, and a lot of members were able to capitalize. You're talking about over 200% gain on call options for members, thanks to Meta. And you'd be not surprised, Meta is actually one of the stocks that's still on that watch list for this week, and we'll get into that in a moment. But I want to make sure that we got to welcome Ben. Okay, Ben, we got to welcome Ben. Ben, welcome to the family. Okay, everybody, welcome Ben. Ben just joined True Trading Group. So Ben, welcome to the THC family. Everybody welcome Ben. All right, I wasn't going to get into this here yet, but Ben just grabbed one. We had 20 laptops for this evening. Adam was able to get his hands on 20, which means we're down to 19 because Ben just grabbed one. So guys, here's the way that this works. All of you that just typed TTG, let me explain to you what Ben just did. So you understand, I want to make sure everybody has a fair shot at this because we are giving away a free laptop for people that sign up this evening. And we're also giving back a double money back guarantee. So I want to make sure you just understand how you can take advantage of this. And then I'm going to get into my analysis for the SPY, what I think about earnings, and the 5 stocks that are on my watch list, where I'm buying, where I'm shorting. I'm going to give you guys all that in just a few moments, but here's what I want you guys to understand. Ben just joined True Trading Group, newest member of the family. He got a free laptop and he saved 51% on our membership. There are 19 laptops left, okay? And the price goes up at midnight tonight. So the 51% discount is available until midnight tonight, and then we start to move the price higher again. The price to join True Trading Group is normally $2,212 for the entire year. However, on this live stream, you guys get a 51% discount. It brings the price all the way down to $1,073. That's for the entire year. There are no upsells for our courses. There are no upsells for the tools. All of the courses, and again, the courses are a simplified version of the 3-month educational training program that I went through when I worked at the hedge fund in New York. You get every single course and every single tool. You don't pay $1 extra for either one of them. There's no upsells for those things. Okay, so you pay the $1,073. That's it. You're good for the whole year. All right. So that's going to include, okay, everyone that just typed TGD, I need you guys to listen up and listen good because we empower the retail trader by providing you guys real education, real tools from today's stock market companies, real mentorship, the most educated and supportive community that you guys are going to find. And everyone that signs up tonight will have access to our trader identity worksheet and onboarding interview. So everyone that signs up this evening, you are going to go through an interview process with one of our traders in True Trading Group that's going to help you determine what is the best style and strategy of trading that's going to be best for you based on 2 very important things. 1, how much time do you have? How much time do you have to be in front of a computer, if any at all? Are you working? Are you a police officer? Are you teaching a classroom full of 10-year-olds? Are you on a construction site? Or are you in a cubicle? Are you working from home? Right? So based on that, we're going to help you determine which strategy is going to be best for you and also your personality traits. That's what determines the style of trader that's going to be best for you. Don't make the mistake of going on YouTube, being, oh, look, this person made 10 grand. I'm going to follow that person. Their strategy, style may work for them, may not work for you. Many of you probably already experienced that for yourselves. So we're going to help you guys do that by giving you that onboarding process and help you figure out what your trader identity is. Okay? When you guys join TTD, you're getting access to all of our courses. Joe, maybe you can actually post up the link in the chat so people can actually see a full list of our syllabus. Right? You guys get beginner courses, advanced courses, options, swing trading, trader psychology, crypto, futures, you name it, we've got it. It's all included. Okay? It's all included when you guys join. This is a simplified but expanded upon version of the 3-month educational training program that I went through and worked with the fund. All right? You're also going to get access to all of the tools. Okay? The tools that you guys are going to be getting is the Benzinga Pro newsfeed. You get TradingView's premium charting software, congressional trading data, short data, Cool Media's full book level 2, the Trade Ideas scanner, a simulator from ET&A lets you trade stocks, options, crypto futures with fake money but real-time data. You get dark pool data, unusual options activity, options flow, analyst ratings, a trading journal, a social sentiment scanner. All of this is included for the $1,073 this evening. But at midnight tonight, that price goes up. That 51% off is good till midnight, and we're going to walk the price back up towards $1,500. So save yourself a few $100. Grab it now for the $1,073. Get access to all the things that I had just said. Go to ttgoffer.com. Again, that is ttgoffer.com. Okay, that is where you guys can go. As long as you see a laptop in your checkout cart, that's how you know you're getting one of those laptops. There's 19 left. Ben grabbed one. Okay, so as long as you see one, you're getting one. You don't have to worry about shipping. We cover shipping. We ship anywhere in the world. Again, we have members in over 100 countries. We will get you the laptop as long as you live on planet Earth. When you sign up, watch for a welcome email. The welcome email will have instructions in it on how to claim your free laptop. And I also mentioned you guys will get a double your money back guarantee. I can do this very plain and simple for 3 reasons. 1, our refund rate is roughly 2.51% since 2016. Our retention rate is 78%, which means 78% of our members are renewing their membership or they've gone on to become lifetime members. And we're 5-star rated on Trustpilot with well over 2,000 reviews. I see the results that members have. We work individually with members and do a lot of individual mentorship programs. That is why I have no problem offering anyone that joins here this evening a double your money back guarantee. I talk a big game on these live streams, but I back it up with my own money, and this is how I prove it to you. If you join TTG right now, you'll pay $1,073 for the whole year. If during the year of your membership, you are unable to make back $1,073 at least one time during your membership, I will give you back $2,146. You can keep the free laptop. I'm dead serious. It's right there on our website. All you need to do is give me a little effort. Do these 3 things. Go through our courses, pass our quizzes, attend 1 study group. That's it. That's all I'm asking you to do. You can do that. Do it on your own pace, on your own time. I'm not saying you got to do this in 14 days or 30 days. No, I'm giving you the entire year. Go through the courses, do the quizzes, attend 1 study group. If you do that and are still unable to make $1,073 back at least once, I will give you back double your money. That is $2,146. I'm dead serious. I stand behind the platform that we've created. I see the results that members have. I believe in our platform's ability to help you guys reach your goals, and that's why I'll offer you double your money back. Nobody else is going to do that. It all boils down to one thing, and that is that members of your training group are making money and they're becoming better traders. And that's exactly what I proved to you before when I asked members, type the $. You saw many people type the $. Members of your trading group, type the $. Again if you're making money because of TTG. One more time. For the viewers that are on here that are joining us for the very first time, that don't think, well, how could this possibly be? Are people actually making money? Again, if you are a member and you're making money, show the viewers what your experience has been like. If you're making money, type the $. If you're not a member, or maybe you're a first-time viewer. If you've been here, just look at how many people type the $. If they can do it, so can you. I love all of these people to death, but there's nothing special about them. They're not smarter than you. The only difference is they were actually taught the proper way how to navigate the market. They didn't go on Reddit. They didn't listen to some idiot on Twitter. They got trained the right way, same way I did. I'm not some phenom. I just got trained by professionals on Wall Street. For the first 3 months of my job, I sat in like a classroom setting, and the different traders from the fund taught us different aspects of the markets. That's how I learned. That's why I'm here now. Not because I figured this stuff out on my own. If you guys have if you guys have full-time jobs, people that are just like you, that, you know, to further prove that these people are just like you, okay, there's two major misconceptions. One is that you can't do this if you have a full-time job, right? That's a big misconception. It's like, oh, well, you know, I don't have time for this. Okay. Members, if you have a full-time job and you're making money, tell me what you do for a living. Members, tell me what you do for a living right now. Now, anyone that's not a member, pay attention to how many people that are going to comment and chat, and you see if you see your profession. See if maybe someone on this live stream has the same exact profession that you have. So you can see for yourself, wow, okay, I'm actually, you know, I'm an IT consultant. That person's an IT consultant and they're doing it. Wow, I'm a truck driver. There's a truck driver. Wow, there's another truck driver. I'm an auto mechanic. Oh, there's an auto mechanic. Look at this here. Payroll, golf instructor. Hey, Jack, I shot an 86 today. Not, you know, pretty decent, you know, a nice round for me. Software engineer, electrician, sales manager, emergency medical services, computer geek, auto mechanic, restaurant owner, lawyer, cybersecurity architect, professor, school janitor, delivery driver, auto body, HVAC, merchant marine officer, adjunct professor, police, right? You guys get the hint. I'm not going to keep reading everyone's profession, but you guys get the point. You guys can read some of this stuff for yourselves. Okay. I want you all to think about right now how much money you've lost in the past trading on your own or following some guru or garbage Discord group. How much have you lost trading on your own or following somebody on Reddit? Mambo Jam's Kitty Cat on Reddit told me this stock was going to go to the moon. I'm down 90%. What happened? I want you to think about this because my next comment is going to make a little bit more sense. I'd rather you spent money on a membership and have like $200 to $500 left to trade with than you start with $50,000 in your trading account and have no education at all. Because regardless of how much money you start with, you're going to lose all of it if you have no education. I'd rather you start with $200 with an educate. We have members in your trading group that turned $200 into 4-figure, even 5-figure accounts. You don't need tens of thousands of dollars. That's another misconception. Members, I promise this is the last time. If you started with less than $1,000, tell me what you started with. I just feel like this stuff is important for people that are not members to see. Like, don't just take my word for this stuff. Listen to other people. Listen to members. Listen to their experiences. Don't just take my word for it. You shouldn't really take anyone's word for anything that you see on social media. You know, I get it. But here, look at this. $300, $400, 300, 500, 500, 750, $200. Like, just read some of these comments. $600. Look, again, I'm not going to keep reading all these, but you can read them. My point is, you don't need tens of thousands of dollars to get started. Plain and simple. I'd rather you start with a couple $100 and an education and then build that account. We'll teach you how to do that. All right. So just go to ttgoffer.com. All right. Go to ttgoffer.com. The price should already say 1073. If it doesn't, just enter TTG121 coupon code, click apply code. The price will drop down to the 1073. Tonight's the last night for 1073. At midnight tonight, that price goes up, and we're going to start to walk that price back up towards that $1,500 number. So take advantage, ttgoffer.com. You'll know you're getting a laptop as long as you see one in your checkout cart. We cover shipping. We ship anywhere in the world. If you're a trial member, previous trial or previous annual member, and you guys want this deal, you actually have to text us first because we have to whitelist your email address. So that phone number is at the bottom of your screen, 786-505-4049. Again, 786-505-4049. Yes, Kathleen Duke, I love you. Kathleen Duke started with $100, folks. Now, a year and a half later, is up to 10K. Absolutely incredible. Absolutely incredible. All right, so that phone number is at the bottom of the screen. Also, if you have any questions about anything at all, we're a full open book. We're fully transparent. You have questions about myself, about the other mods, our trading. You have questions about the courses, anything. Text that number. You'll talk to a real person. We'll answer any questions that you guys do have. Again, it's 786-505-4049. My trading is improving so much, I would have probably quit trading if I did not join this group. That's from Surafel G. Oh man, that makes me so happy. That makes me so happy to hear that. Seriously. That's awesome. That's so awesome. I love reading comments like that. While being a full-time counselor, it just says. Fred started with $10,000 and account is now well over 75K. Yes. Yes, Fred. Way to go, man. Way to go. Way to go. That's awesome, man. That's absolutely incredible. Congrats. All right, guys. So again, go to ttgoffer.com. And that's how you guys could take advantage of this deal and this discount. Like I said, so you get the 51% off, the free laptop, the double your money back guarantee, the trader identity onboarding interview, all included when you guys join here this evening by going to ttgoffer.com. All right, let's go on over now to the charts, and we'll take things on over. And I'll give you guys my analysis for the week and the stocks that are on my watch list. Right now, the futures are barely green. Irrelevant, really. It's like a non-event on the futures market right now. We got to welcome Samantha. Samantha just joined. Everybody welcome Samantha. Samantha is the newest member to the THD family. That means we're 18 spots left. THD fam, welcome Samantha. Samantha, welcome to the family. 18 laptops left. Again, the next 18 people that join will get a free laptop. You don't have to enter your address or anything. After you join, you're going to get a welcome email. There's going to be instructions in there to claim the free laptop. You'll know you're getting one of the 18 as long as you see a laptop like you do right there when you go to ttgoffer.com. Once 18 more people sign up, it'll disappear. Okay? So again, ttgoffer.com. All right? Now, small green on the futures market right now. We were up 0.2, then we're up 0.15, 0.14, 0.16, 0.15. So we're small green right now in the futures. Not enough to really, we're basically flat, 0.15 is nothing. So this is a very highly anticipated earnings week. Like I said, with all these banks that are coming out with earnings. Okay. Now, if you've been following my live streams for the last couple of weeks, I know we have a lot of new viewers on here, but if you were to go back, we got to welcome, Lara. I hope it's the same person who, when I was calling out your name, Lara, welcome. Or Lara, I don't know. Welcome. 17 spots now remain, guys. Everybody welcome Lara to the THD family. 17 spots now remain. Again, ttgoffer.com. If you're a trial member already, or you used to be a trial, or you used to be an annual member, you've got to text 786-505-4049. Okay, if you're currently a trial member, it's going to cost you around $1,400 to join. If you want this offer, because we're on YouTube, I'm giving it away. You guys are spending your Sunday evening with me instead of doing 100 other things you could be doing. You could be watching Netflix or, farting around, whatever it is that you guys do on your spare time. Instead, you're here trying to figure out how to make money this week. And for that, you guys get this discount. Take advantage of it if you're a trial member or you used to be. We have to whitelist your email, though, since you've already had an account with us in the past. So text the number at the bottom of your screen, 786-505-4049. 4049. Get the 51% discount, guys. Take advantage of it. You have a double your money back guarantee. I don't think you need it since we've only had to give a refund to 2.51% of users since 2016. 78% of our members renew their membership. I don't think they'd be doing that if they were all just having zero progress and not making any money. Okay, that's why I offer you double your money back. Again, I don't think you need it, but it's there for peace of mind, and it's there so that you can hold us accountable, right? You don't want us to treat you like a charity. You guys are signing up. You're paying for a service. You want to get educated. You want to help us help. You want us to help you guys make money. So this is how we hold ourselves accountable, and I back it up with our own money, right? You commit to us, I commit to you. We're in business together when you join TTG. I am invested in your success. That's how you should want it. Because if you fail miserably, I'm going to lose money as a company. We're going to lose money on you. And that's how it should be. I'm going to come up here. I'm going to talk all this game. Okay, well, I need to back it up. And that's how we do it. All right, ttgoffer.com. Okay. Now, if you've been following live streams for the last couple of weeks, and again, you don't have to take my word for it. You can go back to this day right here. These 2 days, actually. This is March 29th. So if you go back to March 29th, I told everybody on our live stream, March 29th and 28th, that I thought we were going to experience a bear market rally. Everybody was shorting the market because they're all banking crisis. And I'm like, I think we're going to have a bear market rally. Again, don't take my word for it. Go back to the March 29th live stream. It's on this YouTube channel. You can watch it for yourself. I told you bear market rally, and I gave you a target. And the target that I gave you was right here. Now, where did I get this target from? This resistance level from early February. This resistance level is still very much in play. I still believe that this resistance level is going to be tested. It was tested on Friday, and we actually got short off of this on a Goldman Sachs trade off a major level of resistance. Members were able to capitalize about 35 to 40% gain on puts just on Friday alone from that trade. And it's off of this resistance level. This resistance level is huge. Okay, this is a major resistance level for us. We have to welcome, I'm going to totally butcher this, Dryajan. Welcome to the TTG family. Or Dryajan. I'm sorry. I'm totally butchering that name. I'm sorry. 16 laptops now remain, guys. So again, look, all my TT fam, we're all going Goldman Sachs. Boom. Yeah, we caught a nice one on Friday. Okay. Oh, I see. Oh, wait. Is that an S, Joe? Or is that an A? Oh, it's an S. I thought it was an A. Wait. It is an A. Oh, so you put a typo. So, all right. Joe's messing up. Joe, TTG Joe's in the Dryajan. Okay. I'm totally butchering this. I'm sorry. ttgoffer.com. All right. ttgoffer.com. Welcome. That means, though, we have 16 of the laptops left. Remember, as long as you see one in the checkout cart, you're getting one. It's free. Use it to trade with. Give it to your kid for school. Sell it on eBay. Put the money back in your trading account. I don't care. It's a free gift. It's for you. We have great relationships with wholesalers, so we can get like really big discounts. We buy them in bulk, and we just give them away as free gifts. It's a cool value add when you join the community. It's not a MacBook Pro, okay? It's worth a few $100. It's free. Use it to trade with. Give it to your kid or sell it on eBay. I don't care. Anywhere you live, as long as it's on planet Earth, we'll get you that laptop. Michelle, I see you're having trouble signing up. Michelle, I see you're having a hard time signing up. Michelle, text the phone number that is at the bottom of your screen. We will help you manually process the transaction. Michelle, text the number at the bottom of your screen, 786-505-4049. Text us, Michelle. Connor, I just went over it, bro. Connor says, what do you offer when you sign up? Connor, I'm going to give you the 30,000 square foot overview because I just went over all the details and I don't want to cover this again. I really want to get to the analysis for the week and how we're planning on making money, but I'll give it to you real quick. A simplified and expanded upon version of the 3-month educational training program that I went through, and I worked at a hedge fund in New York. It was my first job out of college. Okay. Those are the courses you're going to get when you join True Trading Group. You get all of them. There's no upsell for courses. You don't join and all of a sudden you got to pay another $1,000 for more courses. We don't play games like that. When you join our platform, you get all of our courses. You also get all of the tools. We spent years building relationships with these companies so we can put their products on our platform so you don't have to pay for them. You get Benzinga Pro's newsfeed. You don't have to pay for it. It's included. Congressional trading data, Quote Media's full book level 2, the trade idea scanner, trading views charts, a social sentiment scanner, a trading journal, analyst ratings, short data, dark pool data, unusual options activity, options flow. You get, what else? What am I missing? I think that's, you get our watches every single day. You get ETNA simulator. Our simulator lets you trade stocks, options, crypto, and futures with fake money, but with real-time data. Trading journal tracks all your trading. It breaks all your trading down to the numbers and the data so you can see what you're doing wrong. Our social sentiment scanner tells you what stocks are being talked about most on social media. Congressional trading data. You can track the trades being made by members of Congress. All of this is included when you join, Connor. So the cost is $1,073 for the whole year. All of those things are included for that. You don't have to pay extra for them. They're all included. And you get a free laptop, and I offer a double your money back guarantee. So if you are unable to make $1,073 back at least once, I'll give you back $2,146. That's a deal. Michelle, welcome. We did get Michelle. Michelle, welcome to the family. 15 of those laptops now remain. Again, 15. No, Connor, no worries, brother. No worries. I went over it. I mean, if you want to rewind the video when we're done, you can go back. You can check it out. I went over it in more detail. When I'm done with this live stream, I'll also show you the platform. So, guys, if you're interested, this is what I'll do. I really want to get to the educational stuff. If you are interested, I would sign up now, take advantage of it before the laptops run out. But at the end of the live stream, I'll also show you the platform so you can see the courses, see the tools. I'll show you that stuff when we get to the back end here. But I would grab one. I wouldn't even wait. I would grab a spot now before the laptops sell out because we're down to 15 of them. As long as you see a laptop, you're good. Once we get to 10, they usually fly. Everyone loves free stuff. I don't blame them, right? So again, that's ttgoffer.com. Go ahead. Take advantage. If you're having problems signing up, text us 786-505-4049. Numbers at the bottom of your screen. Okay, back to the charts. Okay. I got to take a sip of water. Biodone. Welcome. 14 spots left. Biodone. 14 spots left. Welcome to the TG family. See, guys, I'm telling you, these are going quick. So I would just go to ttgoffer.com now, and then I'll still show you the platform though at the end. But I just want to make sure you guys get one of the free laptops. You know, it's a pretty sweet deal. All right. So back to the charts. So I think this resistance level is going to be very, very, very tough to get through. The deeper we get into this resistance level, the more I like the longer dated put options. So I have been long-minded for the last 2.5 weeks. Once we kind of I honestly got long-minded this day. So this is the day that I told members of True Trading Group that we're set up for a bear market rally, and we've been long-minded ever since. We got a couple of shorts, mixed in here, but basically we've been net long, and it's been paying us extremely, extremely well. But what I'm thinking about now is if earnings are not as bad as people fear, specifically with some of these banks. Okay, specifically with some of these banks, you could see this market push deeper into this resistance level. What I'm going to start doing, I'm going to tier my way into longer dated put options because I believe we're going to have a mild recession later this year. Even if you don't have a recession, let's say I'm wrong. Let's say we somehow miraculously pull off a soft landing. I still believe there's going to be a recession scare because the economy is slowing. It's going to continue to slow over the next 6 to 8 months. And as the economy continues to slow, the recession fear will start to become a little bit bigger. So even if you avoid a recession, I still think the markets move back to the downside as the year goes on. Now, whether or not this low from October holds is based on if we have a recession or not. If you have a recession, this low breaks because never in history has the market ever bottomed before a recession. It always bottoms during the recession, not after it, not before it. So if you think we're going to have a recession, then you're saying you think this low is going to break. If we don't have a recession, this low should hold. This was a maximum pessimism, fear, capitulation low. Okay, this was maximum fear. That level will hold if we pull off a soft landing. But even if you pull off a soft landing, I still think the market moves back to the downside over the next couple of months as the economy continues to slow. I think the sell in May and go away, if you've ever heard that phrase before, it's like an age-old saying on Wall Street, sell in May and go away, which means, April is traditionally a seasonally strong month in the market. April is one of the best months in the market historically. And everyone's, okay, well, you're long in April, and then you sell in May, go away for vacation. The stock market goes down in the summer, and then you come back for the holiday rally going back into the end of the year. That's like an age-old saying on Wall Street. It doesn't obviously happen every year. It's just like an age-old saying, sell in May and go away. But I think that actually holds true this year. See, I actually think June, July, August, I think the market sells off. And then I think we bounce in August, but then sell off again September, October. Kind of similar to like we did last year. We got to welcome Matt. Matt, welcome to the family, brother. 13 spots left. Everybody welcome Matt. Welcome to the TTG family. Welcome Matt. 13 spots left. All right, 13 spots left. Everybody welcome Matt. Again, guys, go to ttgoffer.com. All right. Everybody welcome Matt. Go to ttgoffer.com. And if you have questions, don't hesitate, guys. Text us. If you have any questions, text us. Seriously, we're open book, 786-505-4049. Phone number is right there at the bottom of your screen. Just kick us a text. All right. So what I'm doing is, this is how I look at the markets right now. All right. The deeper we get into this resistance level, the more I like the short. The very, very top end of this resistance level, and I don't think the market gets here. I'm telling you right now, I don't think we get here. But if we do, there is a 0% chance I am not in put options if we get there. And that's 430. 430 is an absolute brick wall. It is the resistance level from August, and it is the resistance level from the end of April and beginning of May before the market crashed in the summer of last year. That is a massive level of resistance. This entire area, I'm going to be buying put options. Longer dated. I'm not buying these put options that expire in a week. I'm not even buying them that expire in a month. I'm going to scale myself into put options in this area. I'll probably buy a 400 strike and maybe even a 380 strike. 380s would be really cheap at that point. If the market's at 420 and I buy some 380s, they'll be cheap. Even though I'm going to buy a January expiration, I'm going to give myself time because I believe deeper into this year, towards the second half of this year, that recession fear comes front and center and this market sells back off to the downside. This is a trade that I believe could make me 500 to 600% if I'm right. And if I'm wrong, I'll stop out over 430 and I'll be wrong. And that'll be it. And I'll take my loss and I'll move on. I figure if I'm wrong, I'll probably lose on the options. I'll probably lose 50 or 60% of the option if I'm wrong. If I'm right, I can make 400, 500, 600. So position size yourself accordingly, knowing that, you might lose 50 to 60% if we're wrong. So position size yourself for that so you can handle that. But if we're right, you're looking at a multiple 100% gainer if we're right. And I would just hold these contracts. I would say, we get to 380. I'll take half my position off the table. And then I hold the other half to see if we actually get the recession. And if that low breaks and the SPY goes to 340, 330, forget about it. Forget about it. It'll be an absolute monster of a trade. Okay, this is a good question a lot of people have. Mike, are you going to be selling or buying longer term? Are you going to be selling or buying longer term put options? Well, Bill, I certainly don't want to be selling longer term put options because I would get my absolute ass kicked if I sold put options up here and turns out that that's not, and if I'm right, then you'll sell the puts if you think the market's going to go higher. I'm going to buy puts because I think the market's going to go lower. All right, so I'm going to be buying put options. Okay, buy to open is what we're doing. But here's a question from Cassian. It says, Mike, are you going to be selling in your long-term portfolio? This is a question I've got from a lot of people recently. I'm very open with what I do with my long-term portfolio. And I announced very publicly, even here on YouTube. And again, guys, if you're viewers and you're not members, don't take my word for it. Go watch the videos. Okay, September and October. So if you go back to the end of September, beginning of October, I announced that I'm going to be selling in my long-term portfolio on green days. So if the market's green, I'm selling. It's actually the first time in a decade that I sold in my long-term portfolio. And basically I sold out here. This is where like really the bulk of my long-term portfolio came out. It was around like when the SPY was like 440s, like 445 is when I sold out in my long-term portfolio. I announced it very publicly on YouTube. A lot of people said I was crazy. I said, okay, sure, I'm crazy. I told members of True Trading Group, obviously, a lot of members in True Trading Group followed me by selling in their long-term portfolio here. And then the markets crashed in 2022. And then we started buying back. So I bought a chunk, like a big chunk on June 17th. Again, do not take my word for it. Write these dates down. When I'm done, go back and watch the video, June 17th. Go to my live stream from June 17th. It's on this YouTube channel. I announced very publicly that I was buying in my long-term portfolio. And that is damn near almost close to the bottom of the market in 2022 when we added in the long-term portfolio. Now the market is significantly higher from where we added. But I still have money on the sidelines because I've always thought we're going to have this mild recession. So I still have some dry powder that I can actually, add to these positions as the markets go back to the downside. So the question that I got from people is, well, Mike, a lot of the stocks that we bought back in 2022 are up 50, 80% already. Like you take a look at NVIDIA, Snowflake, like AMD, Fortinet, General Mills, right? Like some of these stocks were up so much, and people are like, well, are you going to sell these positions now? And I got to be completely honest with you guys. I wasn't going to, because I'm not fully invested in them yet. Like, yeah, I'm up nice on those positions, but I still have cash I want to add to them. So I'm going to be adding when the market sells off. And if we get back down to 370, 360, I'm going to be buying more. And then if the recession appears and we break the October low and we drop to, let's say, 330, I'm going to be fully invested. If we see like 330, 320, 330, I'm fully invested at that time. I joined in June and I bought that dip too. Thanks, Mike. Awesome, Bert. Yeah, Bert, I do. I remember talking to you about your long-term portfolio and you buying a lot of the stuff that we bought in June. It was unbelievable buy. But we're up so much on these positions. What I would say to people is this. Now, I can't give you, financial advice, right? Like you guys have to do what you think is best for you and your money. What I can tell you is what I'm doing with my own money and what I would be doing in certain scenarios. If I did not have dry powder on the sidelines or enough, and I added back there in June, and you have positions you're up 40, 50, 80% on, I would absolutely be shedding profit off within the next 2 weeks. And I would take some profits off so I can raise some cash. So if the market does sell off, I have more buying power and I can go in and I can start to buy stuff with. I still have some money on the sidelines from when I sold out at the end of 2021. So I'm not fully invested yet. A good chunk went in there in June, a big chunk, but I still have some on the sideline. What I may end up doing is I may shed some profit off on some of my biggest gains. Okay. Just so I can start to rebalance some things. Like my NVIDIA position. My NVIDIA position has ballooned. Okay, so NVIDIA is one of my favorite stocks that I own in the long-term portfolio. We sold NVIDIA, I sold NVIDIA here. Then I don't even know where. I think I bought it back like here, and now we're all the way back up here. It's like, man, I mean, I'm up almost 100% on this ad. This is where I've owned NVIDIA for years. I've owned NVIDIA since 2017 or 16 or something. And I sold it here and then I bought it back here. And now here we are. So this is an example of a position where the position has gotten very large and I might take a little bit of profit off the table and reduce some of that exposure. So I can use some of that capital to buy some other stuff. And obviously, but I want to buy more NVIDIA also. So if I take some profit here, guys, on these positions, I'm not selling a lot of them. I'm not getting flat because the worst thing that can happen for me is I sell these stocks. We somehow avoid a recession and I don't get back in and the market and these stocks move higher because this is going to be a stock picker's market. Okay. 2024, 2025 will be a stock picker's market. This is not going to be 2021 where the entire market just goes up to all-time highs and it doesn't matter what you're in, everything goes higher. That is not what 2024, 2025, 2026, that is not how that market's going to go. It will be a stock picker's market. You will have to pick the winners. NVIDIA, in my opinion, is one of those winners. So I don't want to get flat this. If I take profit, it'll be a little bit, right? And then as you get into that recession, what I will start doing is selling my recession resilient names. So I came in and I bought recession resilient names when we were talking about the possibility of a recession back there in June. I bought Pepsi, right? Look where Pepsi is, 183. We bought Pepsi at 157. Or something like that. It was on June 17th. Look where it is now, and we're collecting a beautiful dividend. General Mills. Okay, General Mills is another one. Stock's at $86, right? We bought this thing at 67, okay, and collecting the dividends all along the way. But these are recession-resilient stocks. So that's why these stocks are doing well as the economy is slowing. These stocks I will be selling as you get into the recession because I don't want to be in these stocks coming out of the recession. Coming out of the recession, I want to be in all the high growth names again. I want to be in the stocks that are going to be my 10 baggers over the next 5-7 years. General Mills is not going to be a 10 bagger. General Mills is not going to go from 86 to 860. But Snowflake could go from 120 to 1,000 and then split down to 200. That absolutely could happen in the next 5 to 7 years. Those are the names that I want to be focused on. That's where I'm going to generate the next wave and stage of wealth for myself and for my family. That's how I take myself and my wealth to the next level. Those stocks. That's how I'm going to get there. So these are the stocks I'll start to sell so that I can start buying the other names that I want. So I will start shedding off some of these positions, but not a lot. Okay, not a lot. I want to make that very, very clear. I'm not shedding a lot of these positions because I'm focusing on buying stuff right now. I'm not focusing on selling stuff. I am focusing on buying stuff. Not right now, literally right now, because in my opinion, the market is at the top end of a bear market rally that maybe has another week or so in it, if that. And then I think the market starts to pull itself back. But I'm looking to be a buyer once the markets get back down in this region, which I think we'll get later this year. Okay. So that's my whole plan there with the overall markets. Now, as far as my analysis on the SPY this week specifically, guys, it's a total coin flip. because I don't know what the earnings are going to be based on these smaller individual regional banks. Again, I don't sit here and try to pretend like I can magically predict data. Nobody could magically predict data. Any idiot that tells you that they know exactly what earnings are going to be, they know exactly what the inflation data is going to be, they know exactly what Jerome Powell is going to say, is so full of shit. It's ridiculous. Sorry, I don't curse on these live streams. I try not to because I know some people watch these with their kids, so I do apologize. But it's ridiculous. Okay, rather than me try to predict these things, these binary events, I just react to them. Use my understanding of it. If this happens, it's going to go up. If this happens, it's going to go down. And then I'll just wait and see what happens. And then I'll just get on that right side of the trade. Okay, I know it sounds simple, but it's because it kind of is. It's when people start asking, like, I get these jokers that come on my live streams. And I'm like, okay, smart ass, what price is CXAI going to be at tomorrow? And they give me like, is that what you think being a good trader is? Do you think being a good trader is predicting the future? What am I, like a warlock? You like go look for like a gypsy, or do I time travel into the future and then come? Is that what you think being a good trader is? If that's what you think being a good trader is, you are going to have a very difficult time ever making money in the stock market, because that's not what being a good trader is about. Being a good trader is about identifying high probability setups and putting yourself on the right side of that probability over and over and over again. It's not very different from like a poker player. A poker player says, based on the cards in my hand and the cards on the table, I have X probability of having the best hand. And they play to that probability. A poker player doesn't know with 100% certainty what that person has in their hand. They think they know what they have. They have an idea, but they don't know for sure. There isn't a single trader on this earth, okay, that says, okay, someone could say CXAI is going to short squeeze tomorrow. It's going to go to $50. If someone says that, someone could come on here and be like, yo, CXAI got 50, that. Someone can say that right now on my live stream. Cool. If you are so confident, and they're like, oh, I'm so confident. Okay, you're that confident. I'll make you a bet. If CXAI goes to 50, you can double your entire net worth. But if it doesn't, your net worth goes to zero. Would you take that bet? There's not a single trader on earth that's going to take that bet. Why? I thought you were sure it's going to go to 50. So if you're sure it's going to go to 50, it should be the easiest double up of your net worth you've ever had. So why would you not take that bet? You wouldn't take that bet because you have no idea what CXAI is going to do, and you're not willing to go homeless by being wrong. But if I asked you, would you bet your entire net worth that you can answer correctly what is 2 + 2? Every one of you would take that bet because you all know with 100% certainty that the answer is 4. So based on that very simple exercise, I've just proven to you that being a good trader is not about predicting the future. We got to welcome Farah. Farah, welcome to the family. Farah, welcome to the family. 12 spots left, guys. These are going quick now. 12 spots left. Everybody welcome Farah. 12 spots left. Go to ttgoffer.com, guys. Take advantage of it. 51% discount, double your money back guarantee, free laptop, onboarding interview to help you figure out what strategy and style is best for you. All this is included. All right. So the way I'm going to trade the markets this week, especially Monday and Tuesday, is do the smaller regional bank earnings. Are they better than expected? Are they better than feared? If they are, I'm going to be long. If the regional bank earnings are terrible and there's red flags everywhere, I'm going to get short. Okay. And I'm not going to be overly aggressively long because I think the deeper you get to like 416, 417, 418, the bigger this resistance level is. So I'm not going to be aggressive with the long, but I'll try to push the market. We'll try to get a push, maybe something that looks like that, right? Like just this one more, like you get like a green candle day where you just kind of sit here like this, right? You get a candle that looks like this. If some of these bank earnings are not as bad as people feared, right? You get a green candle that looks like this. But if the bank earnings are bad and you have this little gap down, then I'm gonna stay short the markets off of Friday's top, and I'm gonna look for us to get back to 406. 406 is a beautiful level of support that we can play off of, and I would just look for the market to start to move back to the downside. As you know, if there is banking fears, if they arise again, this is a beautiful level of support that was support for multiple days 2 weeks ago, and then prior to that, it was a level of resistance, and then prior to that, it was a level of support. And that's a beautiful area where if the bank earnings are terrible, let's short this market back to 406. But I don't know what those earnings are going to be like. So I'm not ready to say here, listen, there's times I come on these live streams and I say, guys, I'm confident the market's moving higher. I did that on March 29th. On March 29th, I came on the live stream. I said, guys, this market's going higher. We're going to like 415, 417. I said that exactly on March 29th because I was very confident and high conviction in a bear market rally. But with these earnings coming up, it can go either way. It truly can. I'm not going to be stubborn enough. I'm not going to be arrogant enough to try to just make a stance. I'm just going to go one way. I'm going to wait and see what the earnings are, and I'll react in the market based on what those earnings tell me over the next 2 trading days. Let's talk about the individual stocks that are on my watch list because we do have a report that we put out. And what I'm going to be doing now is go over with you guys 5 stocks that are on my watch list and exactly how I plan on trading them. I'll go over the long ideas first. As you guys know, Meta has been an absolute rock star for us. It's been one of the best. It's been one of the best trades of the entire year. It actually is my best trade of the year. It's my biggest P&L trade of the entire year so far. And we've just been long this thing for the last 2 weeks. It's been unbelievable how much money that we've been able to pull out of this Meta trade. So congratulations, members of True Trading Group. If you guys made money with me on Meta, maybe sound off in chat. Tell me how you did. I love it when you guys hit on these things. So if you guys made money on Meta with me, sound off in chat. Tell me how you guys did. This is a stock that's been on my weekly watch list now for the last 2 weeks long. So Sunday was April 2nd, I think. April 2nd or 3rd, whatever that Sunday was. I said Meta long off of 208. Then April 8th or April 9th. April 9th was Sunday. Again, I said Meta long off of 216, 217, I think we said. And now we're up here at 221. So we've just been hitting this thing long. And it's going to stay on my watch list long because it's the strongest stock in the entire market so far in 2023. The stock's damn near up almost 100% on the year. Okay, it's up almost 100% on the year. So it's been one of the strongest stocks in the market. So the way that I'm going to look at this, okay, is let's stay long if the market's long. So like I said, if the bank earnings come out better than expected and the markets do move higher, let's stay long the strongest stock in the entire market. I don't have a position in it now. Okay, the stocks I'm giving you right now, I don't have a position in any of them currently. These are all the stocks that are on my watch list. Now, what I'm going to look for here is 217. 217 was this flat top resistance that held for about a week and a half. Okay, we broke through that flat top on Thursday. We caught that move. We were long, right? And then on Friday, you pulled back, retested 217. That level held, and then you started to push back to the upside. I'll just watch for pullbacks towards that level to become a buyer, because what you could end up happening is you have this little pivot top that sits up here around 224. It's not very far away. It's only $2 of upside, right? That's not really the level that we're focusing on. The level that we're going to focus on is your next really key level of structure, and that's this double top at 235, 234. So if you look at February, you see a top. Then you look at April, you see a top. And you guys remember what this was? This was that first earnings disaster for Facebook. And that started the whole big sell-off. So that little double top there, that's your next major structure. So 224 is a minor level. So if we do get long, let's say at 220, I'll take profit at 224. That's a minor resistance level. But if the market does push further into this resistance level, let's try to get Meta closer to 230. The long has been working for us for 2 weeks. Let's not abandon it. Let's stay there. It's the strongest stock in the entire market. If the markets move to the upside and if the bank earnings are better than expected, I'm going to look for longs off of that 217 area. You might not get back all the way to 217. Okay, you might have to step up a little bit to buy it, but we'll try to get a move that takes you a little bit higher if the markets do continue to move themselves to the upside again based on all of those earnings. Then we have Boeing. Now this Boeing trade is interesting. Okay, Boeing had a big gap down on Friday, and had a big gap down on Friday because news came out that there were delays with their 737 MAX production because of an issue with manufacturing certain parts. And there's this big delay with these parts. So the stock had this huge gap down. But what I think is quite interesting with this gap down is you gapped right down into this pink line. This pink line is the 100-day moving average. The reason why I want you to focus on this 100-day moving average is because we held it. You pierced through it. It really tested it on Friday. You pierced through it and then recovered and closed above it. You see how you closed above that pink line? So that is a successful test and hold. As we look back to the left, you can see another test, hold, right? Every single time Boeing gets to the 100-day moving average, the share price is influenced. Their support. Let's go back further. There was resistance. There was support. Do you see? Look, there was support. You see, every time the stock gets to this pink line, you see how the share price is affected by that pink line. That tells me maybe that news was an overreaction. The stock trading down 5-6% on the day. Maybe that was an overreaction prior to this news. A couple of weeks ago, the company had really good news. It got a bunch of government contracts worth hundreds of millions of dollars. It got new orders from Ryanair. They had it was just good news after good news after good news, and the stock was rallying. See this? This was all that good news after good news, and the stock was ripping. Then you get this one piece of news, and it almost takes away that entire move. I'm calling BS. What I'm going to look for specifically going tomorrow, is there any update around this news? Was this actually an overreaction? How much of a delay is there really with these 737 MAX deliveries? Because you could have a situation where the stock recovers. And you may get something that looks like this. You may get something that looks like this. Okay? So I'm going to look for a trade tomorrow through Friday's high. Friday's high is 204.50. Support, I'm looking for 200. Let's go to the 3-minute chart. Let's take a look at Friday, and we'll talk about it. Okay. If we can get through Friday's high, 204, I think you can actually see this thing push. I think you can see this push like 206, 207. So what I'm going to look for is, I want to see, is there an update with the news? If there's an update with the news, fantastic. I want to see, how much is this really going to affect manufacturing and how much is it really going to affect deliveries? Maybe this was an overreaction. And if it was an overreaction, I'm going to actually try to be long Boeing. It's going to be on my watch list tomorrow. And obviously your stop loss, well, it depends where we enter. But I mean, if this thing opens up tomorrow and just cracks 198, 198 is the double bottom low from Friday. If you get underneath that, just forget about it. Don't even look at a potential long. If it gets under that, I will just completely abandon the long idea altogether. Next up, I'm going to hit a potential long is Alphabet. Now, Alphabet was another monster trade for us about a week and a half ago. This stock was not on the watch list, though. On the Sunday watch list from the 2nd or 3rd. But it was a big trade for us on this Thursday. And it's staying on my watch list because you have this big resistance level here around 109 and a half. And that's going to be Friday's high. It's going to be that Thursday high. It's this previous double top, and it's this gap entry. So it's a gap entry, double top, prior high, Friday's high, and you have room to around 112. So what I'm going to be looking for here on Alphabet, if Alphabet gaps above 109, okay, if we gap above 109, 109.50, like let's say tomorrow morning, Alphabet is like 110.20. Watch for a pullback to 109.5. I'm going to be a buyer there with a stop loss around 108.5, 108.25. And we're going to try to see if Alphabet can continue to push towards your next structure resistance of 112. I want the gap above this resistance level. It's because if we gap above this level, I'll try to be looking for support. This level was resistance. It still is resistance. But if you gap above it, we'll look for it to then become support. Okay? That's what I'm going to look for. And then we'll try to see. It's fine. This stock is finally getting some AI love. Right? Everybody just forgot that Alphabet is also, an AI play also. But it's finally starting to get some recognition for their AI. There was some good chatter about it last week. And if you get above this level, I think you can see 112. So that'll be on the watch list for the long. And guys, if you have small accounts, don't worry about this stuff. I always give you option contracts to trade. So like you wouldn't be going after, if you have a small account, you're not going to buy shares of Google, but you'll buy call options. Okay. And that's how you guys can still take advantage of the movements. And we give you the option, so it's like when I buy the stock, I also tell you I would buy the, April 21st expiration, 110 strike call, and you guys can go and you can buy the call option to follow me on the trade. All right. Shorts, Goldman Sachs. So we made some really good money on Goldman Sachs on Friday short, and it's going to stay on my watch list short. Goldman Sachs has earnings on Tuesday. If Goldman Sachs cannot get above 341 after its earnings report, I'm going to short it back to like 332, 333. I'll say it again. If Goldman Sachs cannot get above 341 after they report earnings on Tuesday, I'm going to short it. If Goldman Sachs gaps above that level after earnings, I will abandon the short altogether. Why is this such an important level? Well, look back to the left, major level of support, and then also, again, level of support. So support, very obvious flat bottom support level. It broke when the Silicon Valley stuff happened, and then we bounced back up to it on Friday after JP Morgan reported really good earnings. It pulled all the banks up with it, and you got this sympathy play gap up on Goldman Sachs. The sympathy play gap up on Goldman Sachs, though, takes you right into this massive level of resistance, which used to be support. Now it's resistance. But look at what else is here. This dark blue line, that's the 50-day moving average. This yellow line, that's the 200-day moving average. So we have here two major moving averages that are sitting at a structural resistance level. I'm looking for that to become resistance. That's why I shorted the stock at 339. On Friday, we covered 335, 334 as the stock was making new lows off that area. That's how members were able to make anywhere from 30 to 40% gains on the put option. I was short the equity from 339, covering, like I said, 336, 335, 334. And that was a really nice trade for us. But this level is still here. So I'm going to just continue to look at, okay, can we not get over this resistance? I'm going to be shorted. And I want to short it back to fill this gap. You guys see this gap right here? I want to close that gap. So let's go to a 15-minute chart. I want to close this gap right here. See this gap? I want to close it. So what we're going to look for now going forward is if Goldman Sachs cannot get above this level, right? Let's say you push up into this area and then it rejects off of it, cannot get through it and rolls it over, then folks, I'm going to get short. My stop loss will be up there. And we're going to look for this to get all the way back down to here and close and fill this gap. So that's going to be one of the stocks that's going to be on my watch list coming into the week. We already made good money on it on Friday, but we're going to look for more. Again, they have earnings on Tuesday. So let's see what the earnings are. If we can't get above 341, let's stay short. And then last but not least, Roblox for the short. I'm still watching Roblox for the short. If the market sells off this week, I am absolutely looking to short this stock. You have a massive resistance level here at 47.5. There's a double top 47.5. There's resistance in October 47.5. There's a double top in September, 47.5. This is just a huge level of resistance for Roblox. You have a very well-defined uptrend support line from that December low, support, and now we're sitting on that level. If this line breaks, if you break this uptrend support line, I'm going to look for Roblox to get back to $42 and do something like this and go down and test this 50-day moving average and this previous little level of support that you see right back from here. So here's this level of support right here at like $41, right? Support at 41. The 50-day moving average is like 41.5. So if we break this downtrend, this uptrend line, if we break this uptrend line, if the market sells off, I'm going to target this stock for the short, okay? And we're going to look for this stock to get back down into 41.5, okay? All right, guys, so that's it. There's the game plan. There's the watch list for this week. Those are the stocks that I'm starting off focusing on this week. Obviously, we'll see what happens tomorrow. The futures are very, very quiet right now. A lot can happen. The market opens, in 11 hours. So a lot can happen between now and then. So we'll have to see how things kind of play out overnight and what the market looks like tomorrow. Right now, the futures are up 0.16. Big deal. 0.16%. That's nothing. All right. So, yeah, we're green, but for all intents and purposes, we're flat. So we'll wait and see what happens tomorrow morning. I'll add stuff to my watch list. I might remove some of these from my watches depending if there's news or anything like that. But as the charts stand right now, that's my list. That's my game plan. That's how I plan on making money. The question is, will you be making money with me? I sure as hell hope so. Go to ttgoffer.com, guys. Take advantage of the 51% discount. The price is $10.73 for the entire year. You get all of our courses. You get all of our tools. There's no upsell for courses. There's no upsell for tools. You got a free laptop this evening and a double your money back guarantee. Take advantage of it. ttgoffer.com. If you have questions, text us 786-505-4049. Let me show you guys now what the platform actually looks like so you guys can see for yourself everything you get access to when you join. Because remember, we are an all-inclusive platform. So that one price covers everything I'm about to show you. Of course, you get our chat room. Our chat room is where the mods and I share our screen. You see what we're looking at. We talk to you on the microphone like I'm talking to you now. And we're with you from pre-market all the way through till the close. We're not gone after 1 or 2 hours and you're left to fend for yourself. We're there with you the whole time. It's not just me. There's 9 professional traders with you all day, every day. There's day trades, swing trades, stocks, options, a little bit of everything for everybody, regardless of your trading style. You will also be able to use our mobile app. We've spent a lot of money and a lot of time and energy building a mobile app for you guys. It's available on iPhone and Android. This way, you could follow along with what we're doing in chat, even if you're not in front of your computer. As long as you have your cell phone, you can follow us. You'll see the screen share. You'll listen to the audio commentary. But most importantly, in real time, not delay, in real time, push notifications when our moderators enter or exit trades. That's how our members are able to follow along with what we're doing during every trading session. You will also get access to private study group sessions. Okay. We do private study group sessions. The moderators rotate. They cover different topics. This can help you guys just kind of speed up your learning curve and make sure you get started on the right foot. You will also get Benzinga Pro's real-time newsfeed. This is a live breaking up to the second news alert service in chat. The speed of which you get your news matters. Okay, if you went to Benzinga directly, this would cost you $1,000 a year. It is included when you join True Trading Group for $10.73. You also get congressional trading data. This would cost you hundreds of dollars a year if you paid for it on your own. It is included when you join True Trading Groups. You can track the trades being made by members of Congress. You will also get access to TradingView's premium charting software. This would cost you around $600 a year if you went directly to TradingView. It's included when you join our platform. You get the Trade Ideas scanner. It streams on our platform every day, so you know where to focus your attention and what stocks are up the most, down the most, making new highs, have a surge in volume. This way you know where to focus your time, energy, and attention. Again, streams on our platform. You don't have to pay $1 extra for it. You get to use ETNA's simulator. If you went to ETNA directly, this would cost you just under $1,000 for the whole year to utilize this platform, trade stocks, options, crypto, and futures with fake money, but real-time data. This is also included when you join our platform. You don't pay $1 extra for it. You get our own proprietary scanner that lets you create your own custom scans based on your own criteria. You get dark pool data, unusual options activity, options flow. This is extremely expensive data if you pay for it on your own. Some of you may pay for this stuff already. It is all included when you join True Trading Group's platform for $1,073. You also get short data with that as well, a trading performance journal. This journal will track your trades, break it down to the numbers and statistics so you can see what you're doing wrong, so you know where you need to make improvements. Many of you may already pay for TradingView. View spelled VUE. That's a trading journal software that is not, they do have a free version of it, but if you want the real breakdown, you got to pay for it. This is exactly what we're talking about. This is included with your platform, so you can break your trading down to the statistics so you can see what you're doing wrong. All right. You also get a social sentiment scanner. The social sentiment scanner will show you what stocks are being talked about most on social media so you can stay ahead of the crowd. Then you get analyst ratings on any stock. You can see how many analysts have a buy, sell, or hold rating on a particular name. All this is included, guys. You don't pay extra for any of this. Then you get watch lists every day from the mods. We tell you exactly what stocks we're looking at with detailed game plans of how we're going to trade them, exactly like I just did for you now. Members of True Trading Group get watch lists like that for day trades and swing trades for stocks and options every single morning before the market even opens. So you know exactly where the moderators are focusing their attention, where we believe the best opportunity to make money is going to be on any given trading day. And then you get all the courses. Okay. Then you guys have all the courses. The courses are a simplified yet expanded upon version of the 3-month educational training program that I worked at when I was working at the hedge fund. Okay. That 3-month educational training program, this is a simplified and expanded upon version of it. There's beginner courses, advanced courses, options, swing trading, trader psychology, crypto, futures, you name it, we've got it. It's in text and video. Now, there's no VIP courses that cost more money. You don't join, then all of a sudden there's extra courses that cost another $1,000 to join. We don't play games like that. When you join, you get access to everything that we have. Then now, to be fair, there's other things you can pay for. We have these extra individual mentor programs. We have in-person meetups. We do multiple day boot camps. These are extra things that you can pay for. But all the courses and all the tools, they are all included when you join for the 1073. You don't pay $1 extra for any of that stuff. Okay. Then on top of the courses, there's also a video library. The video library has about 600 hours of workshops that the mods have conducted covering, a variety of different topics. And then you can start attending these workshops as a full-time member once you guys join. All right. Now, guys, listen, I can't guarantee you're going to be successful just by joining True Trading Group, but what I can guarantee is that if you go through our courses, pass the quizzes, and attend the study group, and are still unable to make the $1,073 membership fee back at least one time during your membership, I'll give you back double, $2,146. I can do that because we've only have had to give a refund to roughly 2.51% of our members since 2016. 78% of our members renew their membership or have gone on to become lifetime members. And we're 5-star rated on Trustpilot with well over 2,000 reviews. That's it. Nobody else is going to offer you double your money back. As long as you see a laptop in your checkout cart, that's how you know you're getting one. All right. We cover the shipping. We ship anywhere in the world. Check your email for a welcome email after you join. There's going to be instructions in there how to claim your laptop. Again, folks, the price is good until midnight tonight. So 51% off, that's $1,073 with the free laptop. How do you know you're getting a laptop? If you're watching this after it's aired As long as you see a laptop in the checkout cart, that's how you know you're getting one. Okay, because once 11 or 12 more people sign up, that's how many we have left. It will no longer be on the checkout page. If you have any questions at all, or if you're a previous trial or previous member, and you guys want this deal, we have to whitelist your email. So text us. The number's at the bottom of your screen, 786-505-4049. Thanks for tuning in tonight, guys. Thanks for joining us. You guys are the best. Love you all. Hope you guys found this live stream helpful. If you did, make sure to smash that like button, subscribe, and turn on your notifications. I'll see you all in chat tomorrow. Have a great night, everybody.